What is going on, guys? DBG here, and lads, 2K tweeted out something at a weird time. Normally they tweet it like either every half an hour or on the hour, or even at a 15-minute mark, but they either forgot or they're trying to throw us off right now. They tweeted out a hint for what is coming tomorrow. So it is currently 59, so we might see something in 1 minute, or we might see something in 10 minutes. So we're gonna hold on for that. We are going to hold on for that, because this could be very, very exciting. This could be very, very, very exciting, lads. If you guys don't know, there are so many absolutely elite players that have played in the NBA. There are so many guys that have played through the years. And lads, I think we might be getting an invincible of one of the GOATs, lads. I think we might be getting an invincible of one of the GOATs. Lads, you guys can see it right here. If you had to choose 1992 or 2012, 2012 is winning, lads. And do you guys know who was on that team? Do you guys actually know who was on that 2012 team? They had one of the greatest centers in the history of basketball. A guy who was an anchor to a championship winning team. One of the GOATs of the early 2012. He was so good, he won Defensive Player of the Year without even being on the all-defensive first team. We might be getting Tyson Chandler. We might be getting Tyson Chandler. Or even better, Iggy or Darren Williams. We might be getting Tyson Chandler. Obviously, I'm taking the piss right there. We are getting LeBron James number 87. Probably point guard Invincible Kobe. We know we're not getting Invincible Blake. Invincible Melo, Invincible CP3 are probably a thing as well, to be honest. CP3 is going to be a trash can. Maybe Invincible Westbrook. Definitely not Invincible Kevin Love. They can't give Kevin Love an Invincible after the whole debacle of him making this Olympic team. And I actually don't have a problem with that. I've already talked about it before, for the reason of the 12th man does not play. I think it would have been better to give it to a college player, but the NBA draft hasn't happened yet, so you can't really send a college player who has not been drafted yet to the Olympics. Like the last guy off the bench who's not going to play, you're either throwing in a young player for experience, or you're throwing in an old veteran who might play if needed, and they don't have a shooting center, so Kevin Love may end up playing, and I have a weird feeling he'll end up starting. A bit of a Kenneth Faried. But obviously we've got the 1992 Dream Team. 1992 Dream Team, the most famous team ever. And the question is, like a legit question, let me know who you guys think wins. And I'm gonna explain my answer for this right now. Who wins? The 1992 or the 1996 Dream Team? And I think there is a correct answer, and it is not the 1992 Dream Team. If you have everyone in their primes, the 1992 Dream Team is the greatest collection of talent ever assembled. But like Larry Bird could barely walk. Christian Laettner was Christian Laettner. Scotty hadn't really become Scotty yet. He was good, but I mean, he was kind of at the start of his prime. Stockton was probably better in 96. Clyde baller, Chris Mullin baller. Obviously D-Rob, one of the best centers. Magic was at the very end of his career. Like Magic and Bird, they were at the very end of their careers. And obviously Karl Malone was better in 96. Charles Barkley was just about to win an MVP. So he was elite. But then you got this team right here. You've got Peyton, Stockton, prime Grant Hill, who's unbelievable. Prime Shaq, who I personally think probably eats alive a lot. I don't know. Yeah, prime Shaq eats alive, prime viewing. Then we got D-Rob as well. You've got Hakeem. You've got Hakeem Olajuwon representing Team USA. Is that Darvin Ham? I don't know who that is. Then you got Stockton, obviously Barkley as well, who is most definitely not 6'6". Scotty after in the second three-peat, but obviously you've got Michael Jordan, and that's where the real question is. This is the real debate, because it's hard. You can't really debate eras. This is the real debate. I know. I think maybe I give the slight edge to the 96, but the 92 Dream Team, obviously, these are the two most dominant Team USAs in history. These are probably the only two actual like elite dominant where they just destroyed everybody. But obviously no one remembers this team because no one remembers the second Dream Team. But yeah, these guys right here, we already have an Invincible. We don't have an Invincible Larry. He was who I expected to be the Invincible in Spotlight Sims. Definitely not Taco. We're not going to get Invincible Clyde. I don't know. We might have Karl Malone. Get a Karl Malone Invincible. If Charles Barkley somehow comes out, I know they don't have his rights, which is a weird one because they have the Dream Team rights. So they had him in 2K17, they had him in 2K13. He might be in next year's game. He legit might be in next year's, but only as part of the Dream Team. But either way, he won't be good in 2K. Simply put, it's not 2K17 anymore. Like, you can't just throw 99 every stat on a player. We're essentially that and make them the best player in the game anymore. Because we have... How many Invincibles do we have? We have 99 stat every players that suck. We have 17 plus. We got 24. We got 24 players with 99 every single stat. So obviously, they're not going. Barkley's not going to be made good because, well, his actual height, he's about 6'4", maybe. With 6'4", 6'5" max. We're obviously not. Maybe Invincible Scotty. I don't think we get Invincible Ewing because they know no one open packs. Invincible D-Rob is my prediction. I reckon we get Invincible D-Rob. I think it's highly unlikely we get Charles Barkley. I think it's highly, highly unlikely. I know a lot of people will be kind of hyped on that, but I think it's very, very unlikely that we get Charles Barkley in my team, unfortunately. If for some reason we get Invincible Christian Laettner, that would be hilarious. It would be hilarious. I don't think it would go down well. I really don't think it would go down well. And again, Christian Laettner was brought on the Dream Team. The reason... I fully understand the reason people were saying he was brought over Shaq. That Christian Laettner would sit on the bench and not do anything, and Shaq they didn't think Shaq would sit there and not bother anybody because they didn't want the college kid on the Dream Team. So they picked one of them that would sit there and not do anything. Good old Christian Laettner. Yeah, this team right here. In game, the only one that's going to be good in game, by the way, is D-Rob. Like, unless we get a second Invincible Jordan, which I don't think we do. We're not getting... Karl Malone will be alright. Clyde will be fantastic, but I don't think we're getting Clyde. Dark Matter Clyde could come. We're probably going to get Dark Matter Stockton, Dark Matter Clyde. It might be an all Dark Matter set tomorrow. Or at least Opal as the lowest tier promo. Like, it could be a Dream Team promo with Opal as the lowest tier and get, like... Because we don't even have anything above a Pink Diamond John Stockton. Like, we're bound to get an Opal as someone. It'll probably be, like, Opal Laettner. It'll probably be, like, Opal Laettner, Opal Tyson Chandler, Opal Darren Will... We already have an Opal Darren Williams. It'll probably be those guys would be the Opals. I'm trying to think who else. Opal Kevin Love. They'll be the three Opals. Even though Kevin Love was a baller in 2012. I don't care what anyone says. In 2012, he was one of the better players on that team. He was a baller. At that time, he was better. He was quite a bit better than James Harden. And then I reckon we probably get like Dark Matters of Clyde, probably Stockton, Mullen. Probably not gonna get Magic. We're probably gonna get another Dark Matter Jordan, who's actually pretty good because there's none of the Jordans other than the Invincible are good in game. I reckon we get D-Rob Invincible. Larry Invincible, Karl Malone Opal, maybe because it was late in his career, we might get an Opal Magic, a 98 Opal Magic that's just the same as his Enshrined card, and then Mullen, maybe a Dark Matter, probably Dark Matter Ewing. But I wonder what they do. Do they pick 6 on each team, or is it going to be like a full Dream Team set, and then Redeem Team's going to be the next week? Because that could be a thing. Like, that could legitimately be a thing. Whoever wins this vote, I don't know how 2012 is winning. Like, I would understand if you want to say 2008. I would understand if 2008 wins, because that's the great debate. And because it's like, it's hard to debate it because it's two different eras, and I personally don't think the 2008 team on paper, fantastic. The 2008 team did not play that well. It did not play that well in China. They, outside of Kobe's heroics in the final, they were not good and beating scrub teams. But the 1992 Dream Team, obviously the most iconic team to ever play basketball, no question about it. They destroyed everybody, and like even in the final, Croatia had them close for a half, and they still pulled it off. And 2K have not tweeted, which is a weird one. 30 minutes and we've heard nothing. So it's looking like 2012 is going to win. So they might end up doing, say, 2012 tomorrow, this entire team, and then next week could be this entire team. And that would be actually a cool way to end off the season, and then with fan favorites to start off season 9, the final season. That would be a really cool way to end it off, where you give a couple of these, where it's a set with all of these guys, and then maybe you throw in a few extra invincibles, or whichever one of these wins. Or maybe you have all of these guys in the set in their USA jerseys, which would be insane, and then you have 3 Dream Team invincibles, and then next week you have 3 invincibles from this team in their USA kit, and then the Dream Team. That would be really cool in my opinion. I don't think that's what's going to be done, but that would be, for me, that would be the most ideal thing. Because it's just something different. Like, even just seeing the players' card art in the USA jerseys would be absolutely insane. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think is going to happen, and how the hell is 1992 losing 2012? Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.